Seal grabs Diver's hand, and now Diver understands. My son wore his Batman rain jacket to a local farm park. This peacock took it as a challenge. I like how the deer is in the back, like, why the hell ain't she playing me a song? Adding googly eyes to falconry hoods makes them look 100% better. Intense concentration coming from everyone in this photo. The definition of locked in. My spirit animal doesn't exist. Hermit crab using a human skull as a shell. Did you guys see the deer with the ribbon? This one. Did you see this? White-winged fairy wrens. Why you blue? Holy hell, you can't just ask someone why they're blue. Elephants are among the most emotional creatures in the world. They have been known to rescue other animals, such as trapped dogs. I was not eating sand. You sure about that? He seems very confused over his first shed. I have another squishy seal picture if you want. Please. In my mind, it's making a whoopee cushion noise. Why does this cat have eyeliner? Cat? Just ordinary sheep after eating grass during winter season. I'm still laughing. Look at these idiots. I like how beavers always look like they're getting ready to share a really good joke. This dog thought he could get an ice cream by being in line, and the guy gave him that to not hurt the dog's heart. This is what happens when a squirrel is shocked by high waves of electrical voltage on accident. No harm comes to the fuzzy creatures, but their tail size increases exponentially. POV, you are a leaf or perhaps an acorn. People are risking their lives to save animals from the floods of Hurricane Harvey. One time I made a friendship bracelet for my cat and I. Here we find a loner in its natural habitat. The cat got a grandma for Christmas. 3 kids playing dress up as royal guards get a surprise visit from the future king of Denmark. The zoo in my hometown posted this picture of one of their cheetah cubs and I'm obsessed. His name is Yam. Are you kidding me? No kiddings here. Big fan of the ways moles sit in dirt and their arms out like they're in a hot tub. Decadence. Underwater temple. Underwater monk. Trending news. Apple mouse. Imagine being so tiny that your house is literally just an apple. I cry. Someone placed bacon fat on a keyboard so birds could tweet in real time by pecking at it. Below are their tweets. This is one of our parent-reared juvenile peregrines. I don't know his name, but he is very round. Rotund. Let's spend all 9 lives together. Obsessed with this comment. Why don't you swim with this gentleman like a beast? Why don't you kiss him? Because he'll eat me. The lady next to me on the plane was having an anxiety attack during takeoff, so I did what I had to do. We got through it together. How? Now, brown cow. Yo! Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. My grandma is trying to sell her house in Florida, and these are the pictures. Why did 9 geese cross the road? Why are they headed directly towards me? Time-sensitive question. Please respond. They want to be friends. Mobile. Unapologetically mobile. Moving forward towards you. Here he comes. Violent post. Who taught him to do that? Who taught him to get silly like that? Sometimes I put this on and I eat with them, thinking about life and its twists and turns today. A lot for an armadillo to deal with, but I'll be okay. Never can go to the bathroom in peace. I let him have a soak in the tub, and 4 minutes later this happened. Is that a snake in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? What would you like to be if you weren't a writer? An Ottowayer. J.K. Rowling, ladies and gentlemen. A man named David Heichi created beeping Easter eggs so his blind daughter could go Easter egg hunting. Genuine pig. Are you babysitting a genuine pig? I can't spell it, you know what I mean. A guinea pig? Cat, owl, cow, who knows? Looks vampiric, but fluffy. My friend's cat had 1 kitten. Just 1 little perfect kitten. This is so cute. What does a skeleton call his closest homie? His vertebra. Is that because homies always have each other's backs? You. I like you. God bless this man. Hey, do you want to bring me anything for dinner tomorrow? Just your beautiful self, haha. Duck going for a swim with his friends. Oops, sorry, that was meant for Google. This is the most dramatic fox picture I've ever seen, and I'm still laughing about it. A ferocious beast. I will like these every time I see them because she is such a precious little boy of predatory fury. A small kestrel tried to steal dinner from a Harris hawk. The risk I took was calculated, but man, I am bad at math. Hey pals, what's up? Shut up. They actually listened. Gazing lovingly at his gigantic angry wife, the happiest of all otters. I am obsessed with how this baby seal at an aquarium looks when it's picked up. Meet the velvet worm, possibly the cutest insect I've ever seen. Taught my dog the word yucky in association to grossness. So if he's chewing on something, I run up to him and yell, yucky, and he gives me this look. Walking on mum's feet exercises the chick's leg before she takes steps of her own. Some have yet to get the hang of it. Knowing swans, this is either a very brave man or a very scared one. The swans have a hostage. footage. Me being kissed by a dolphin, and the trainer being a third wheel. Wait until you see what dolphins are like. There, angry face. No, I am angry, and your fluffy yellow sunshine will not calm my wrath. Lancelot's hair was interrupted by a downpour, so now he's Lancelion, the glorious. He sure is. If sheep shearing was done by dog groomers. I tried to relax with a nice nature show. Forgot about the emotional landmines. It's confusing when your parents don't visit as frequently as they once did. Bring some snacks to share. Use this big old pal as a reference. Horse on roof standing in weird locations starring. This a church? Don't forget to wash your hands after touching a filthy animal. With the amount of crimes humans have committed, we are the filthy ones. Silly and happy horse covered in kisses and waiting for more. New York's hottest club is the Fallen Tree in Prospect Park Lake, where 32, yes, I counted, turtles were sunbathing this morning. Like I said, absolutely losing it over the third bird trying to pretend like it isn't eavesdropping. My friend scared a rat who tried to retreat into the subway grid, but he was too chubby. Be nice, she's a lady. Thank you for changing my life. I just pooped on your bed. A pair of cats intersect each other at a 90-degree angle, perpendicular. Remember, bird watching goes both ways. Hey babe, sorry I'm late. Got stuck behind the unfolding tragedy of Narcissus again. Masako Wannabe. Watanabe? She's 95 and still posting her art on Twitter. It makes me so happy. My 90-plus-year-old grandmother still sends me a birthday card every year with $20 and a note that says, get some chicken nuggets. I'm 42 now. These cards are everything. Another dinner spent all myself. Sometimes my family is around me while I'm on Tumblr, and I don't really know how to explain to them what I'm looking at. Is that a kookaburra? That is a kookaburra in a raincoat with a happy frog on it. Rhinoceros beetle hitching a ride in Costa Rica. These harmless beetles reached the size of 6.7 inches. That's a weird dog. Relocating a rhino to a safer place. Can you imagine him trying to explain or comprehend this event? He was probably tranquilized. So, he dropped that tennis ball at the statue's feet about an hour ago, and has been patiently waiting for the statue man to throw it. After building an underpass for elephants to cross the highway near Mount Kenya, it took less than 12 hours for the first elephant to use it. Transports guinea pig from point A to point B with my mind. Marzipan asks you that you not interrupt her nap with your telepathic powers again. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'll never forgive myself for doing this to you. I'm so sorry. I just heard a bouncing noise, and that was followed by my dad saying, "Oh no, my potato." He only said that. If that was me, I would scream. My potato! Hard times define you. Hope defines you too. Adulthood sucks, but you can buy yourself an ice cream whenever you want. My friend can't go out with us because she got new foster kitties and I can go to her house to pet them. We must stop this madness. What does he need 3 apples for? Can't you just let him live his life? Fresh out of the womb, ready to mess stuff up. Look at his attack pose in the second. This man will not hesitate. The US Navy has marine mammals for mine hunting and force protection, and it has produced some amazing pictures. Wait a second, that's actually a Navy SEAL. Magnificent male leopard wearing his battle scars proudly. Amazed that something with such pronounced and on-paper badass scars can come out looking this goofy. He looks like he got caught stealing a piece of chicken off the table. This is Dexter. He has come to the pet area and is waiting patiently to be pet. Barcode is completely convinced that I'm edible, so the hearse is definitely for me. One day you will be so excited to wake up in the morning, it'll be hard to sleep. Washed and dried sheep. Looks like a Bichon. Power is growing. Harness it and achieve your dreams. Watch out, he's about to grow branches and heal for 50% HP. Wildlife photographer shot this impressive clip without flash, staying in a hiding place for 3 nights to patiently wait for the pride of lions. You can't tell me that those 2 lions in the middle aren't chatting that someone is there. There's a group of elephants in Africa that visit the same series of caves in an extinct volcano rich in salt, and over time they've deepened the caves by continuously chiseling off salt deposits with their tusks. Mining elephants. These pictures are killing me. My puppy's reaction to the new mirrors we brought home. I'm sure you're all wondering why I gathered you here today. A tortoise saved his entire species from extinction after having over 800 babies. The vet suggested a shirt instead of a cone for my cat. Fun fact, most cats wear baby sizes 0 to 3 months. Every time I take Titan to the park, instead of bringing sticks to me, he tries to use them to make friends. When I forget to feed her, she's like, "Feed me, get off the computer and feed me." When the teacher thinks you're reading, but you're really playing with your pet turtles. I may not have the best body, but it sure does hold all my organs in place. This is the type of positivity I need. It takes a lot for a table to make me cry at work, but these guys had me bawling. We noticed your tattoo. We're glad that you are still here and that you helped us have a great meal. Horse with pink bucket on head. Horse is having fun, goofy, weird, staring crazy. I can't stop saying, Grisp, toast it. Hey, crisps you. Bring me a rat. Make it the softest that I've ever pat. By eating herbivores with seeds in their stomachs and then leaving scat across a large range, cougars are able to plant around 94,000 plants every year. Find someone who looks at you the way this fox looks at this doggo. I have the necessary qualifications. Your qualifications are completely irrelevant. Stay woke. I'd still trust him. What the hell is this thing? Why does it look like a doge deer? A dirge. What? Update. They share a common ancestor with whales. I no longer understand nature, the power, the grace, the sheer raw majesty of a leaping wombat. Business shrimp having business shrimp meeting. Very important meeting going on here. Does anyone have any useful sentences that will change my life immediately upon being read? Unironically, this dumb meme helped me through one of the worst times in my life. It's going to be okay, but it's going to be different. I don't know who needs this, but here's a baby toucan. What a shy guy. Very diffident. Do I play games? Yes. Am I any good at them? Absolutely not. But do you enjoy them? Yes. Hummingbirds are so good because they literally turned a dinosaur into an insect. The adult male bee hummingbird, the smallest known and the smallest living dinosaur. I always forget horseshoe crabs are one of my favorite animals, which is so sad. Google horseshoe crab baby right now. Snow bunny. Oh, this is a fantastically cursed animal that will appear in my dreams to grant me universal wisdom, but only in a language not usable in the waking world. This might be the most confident I've seen anyone. That little bat has no clue that it is embodying Halloween right now because it does not understand what holidays are. It does, however, understand what pumpkins are, as it can eat those. It cannot eat Halloween bats. I needed your tags. I'm sorry. Froggy leaves his path on a window. He's made his mark. I just watched a 5-minute video of cats touching an iPad with fish on it. The entire time I was laughing to myself thinking, haha, wow, cats are so easily entertained. Then I realized I just watched a 5-minute video of cats touching an iPad with fish on it. You are the one easily entertained. Please tell me the good things, even the smallest good things, in your life this morning. My 2 resident crows have learnt that when the cat meows at the kitchen door, I come out to feed him, and they get the scraps. So they have learned how to mew also. It is eerie and hilarious. Scuttles into a pet store with no money. Free zoo time. When you got 2 pets and don't want the other one to feel unloved. The creator of Courage the Cowardly Dog, John Dilworth, is a regular at my job. When I told him that my mum and I are huge fans, he made this for me. The things I do for love. I had some fun with my hair before losing it to chemo. Just found out the dude who invented goldfish crackers made them in the shape of a fish because his wife was a Pisces and he wanted to make something for her. Love is stored in the goldfish cracker. I wish I had a dad. I'll be your dad. We're having pork chops for dinner and your curfew is midnight. Thank you. I love pork chops. Whenever you're feeling suddenly calm, it's because I took your voodoo doll out for a picnic on a girl. What about when I feel pain? Internet friends are kinda like illegally downloaded friends. You don't get the physical copy, but you still get all the great content. I'd illegally download you all. I am a star because I just am. This is true. Someone help him. I wish I could help you. You can help yourself though, but your brain is too small. Charlie was sitting like people, and then he scratched, and my life is over. They've been dating for more than a year now. Grandpa bought her a teddy bear. I'm doing my homework when all of a sudden, this cat took the elevator to meet up with his girlfriend. A young person like you shouldn't be calling yourself trash. I wish I could be better. You don't need to be better in order to be good. You just need to notice why you are good. Everyone is good in something. I think I would have the best sleep of my life in this. Yeah, until out on the lawn there arose such a clatter that you sprang from your bed to see what was the matter. May this picture of Pedro Pascal holding a pillow in place of Baby Yoda while doing voice work for The Mandalorian be the break in doom scrolling that you need to see. A dog saw his owner picking up trash and then went and brought him a discarded plastic bottle, earning him a treat. Next thing he knew, his dog was cleaning up the whole neighborhood. This brewing company pays tribute to fallen soldiers by dedicating a beer to them. I love this. When it's been 40 minutes since you placed your order and you're really hungry, but you're still waiting patiently because you know the food industry is hard and you hope the waiters and cooks are having a good day. True love doesn't have a happy ending. Howard Foster and Myra Clark, high school sweethearts, were forced to break up in the 60s due to racial social pressure. They reunited 40 years later and got married. Beautiful then and beautiful now. A young lad has hiked 3 hours with tools and a sapling sycamore tree and planted it next to the felled one. How do you make holy water? Take ordinary water and boil the hell out of it. This is the best joke. Whoever bought a black kitten as a Halloween prop and then tossed it into the ditch, I hope you rot. Stopped on a busy road to grab him. Rushed to the vet, clean health. Started deworming. Barely 3 weeks, keeping him warm and fed until we find a home. Don't buy holiday pets. Making good use of the drone. Mods are asleep. Post fat horses. We are all going to be be okay someday. I promise. Stingray Blast, Flag of Australia, but I've replaced the blue with this cool rat. B987 just called B5683 a slur. God, I wish this was me so bad. This could be you. So they're finally here, performing for you. I want to see them live. The red-shanked duke is the most peaceful and relaxed monkey I've ever seen. Just look at its face. The camouflage of the great grey owl renders it nearly invisible. It is known as the ghost of the forest. Fun fact, the official name of a roly-poly, or pillbug, is Armadillidae, as in armadillo, a relation to the way both creatures roll up in armored balls as a defense mechanism. Most people's doorbell. My doorbell? Struggles of a long-distance relationship. Found my girlfriend's comics. Going to sleep with it tonight. Won't see her for another 60+ days. Tucked it in. A mum who sat next to me on the plane told her small child to watch out for this person's space. And wow, it really just is that easy. Being proud of you for hanging on. Making a meme because I don't know how to express it. Me. When you're finally free from something that was a huge burden on your life. In case you are having a bad day, I printed this special pot for my plant. Studying psychology to see what evil people are capable of doing. Studying psychology to see what good things people are capable of doing. Animal Crossing players will show you a picture of a weird little duck and be like, I hate this guy with every fiber of my being. Don't hit her, so cruel. I am smithing her into a mighty blade. If I take my cat with me anywhere, even if it's for a short drive, he meekly comes out of his carrier, dramatically hanging his head with his eyes down like this. Like I'll never know how brave he thinks he is for taking the ride to grandma's. 99% of ramblers quit before they conceive a coherent thought. Keep talking. Cleanse me, mother. Are ducks birds? Yes. But how? Warm blood, lay eggs, feathers, beak, wings. By logic, chickens are birds. Now this is what I'm talking about. This is a weird cat. This newly discovered Bahapathy purple frog spends nearly its entire adult life underground, but its tadpoles spend 4 months suctioned to cliffs behind waterfalls. New frog. This animal fills me with conflictions. I have never seen a curly-haired mouse sniffing a flower in my life, obsessively thinking. The bearded vulture is the only known animal whose diet consists of almost 70 to 90% bone. It is capable of swallowing a sheep's vertebrae whole. The bird's stomach acid has been estimated to have a pH of 1, so even large bones are digested within 24 hours. Christ, that's so metal. Good boy. How do we show this is the deluxe version of the album? More crab. They're taking over. Horse with cat sharing inspirational and touching moment between friends. I am spiritually him. Look at him, mirthful in the presence of his bull. A huge male orca with his mother and baby sister. Despite their size, male orcas remain loyal / affectionate with their mothers for their entire lives. This is Todd, half frog, half cabbage. He has all of their strengths and none of their weaknesses. Surrender now. This is Ryan, he hate plant. My parents don't have grandchildren yet, so this is what's on the bedside table in their guest bedroom. Today, my best friend said, I'm so in love with you, I feel like a little container of strawberries. Just when you thought you'd seen everything, here's Snowball, an extremely rare leucistic alligator. Please enjoy this sheep. A feral pig in Australia drank 18 cans of beer, fought a cow, and then passed out under a tree. 38-pound rescue cat Crumbs gets stuck in shoe rack while trying to escape from fat camp. He caused a ruckus. They're here to heal your heart. Thank you. Forget hot stone massage. This looks a lot more relaxing. What a difference 2 years can make. She was so sick when I adopted her. One thing that hasn't changed is her amazing personality. I just want to share the progress that my little Wilbur has made. From alone, sick, and left for dead, to a loving forever home. Narrator. I didn't want to just be a good boy. I wanted to be a great boy. The greatest boy that ever lived. Oh, Drake just wanted a high five this whole time. Whoever just placed a $50 plus order in my shop, thank you so much. That literally just paid for half of my groceries tomorrow. This is what $50 means to a small business. $50 is nothing to a billion-dollar company. Start shopping small. Chemical elements in the US states. This information is so satisfying, but I don't know what to do with it. This is the saddest little thing I have ever read. Did you know, Alone on Mars, the Curiosity rover sings itself happy birthday every year on August 5th. And it's dead now. Celebrated 19 months sober this week. Signed a lease for my own 2-bedroom place with a co-signer for the first ever. Decided to treat myself to a trip to Knoxville and picked up a new roommate while I was there. Everybody say hello to Jack. Please don't say mean things about yourself. This is my friend you are talking about. You have been visited by this hanging Ethernet cable. He has now blessed you with a week of good internet and no lag. Dearly beloved, we gather here today to join these two in holy quackramony. True love. His whole life, my dad had an insanely ticklish nose, and just last year, year. My 18th year on this planet, he's been doing this ever since I can remember. I found out he was faking it because I found it hilarious. And to this day, that is the single most pure act of affection I've come across. At store, get cat treats and other stuff. Can't cover all of it. Leave the junk food, take the treats. Cat purrs when she eats it. Thank you, kitty. Using unwholesome language to keep your show wholesome. When contestants do cry, out of frustration or disappointment, generally, May and Sue stand near them and use unerrable language so that the embarrassing footage is tainted and won't make it to the final edit. This is the only boy he won't. Powerful. Broad-snouted caiman baby in mother's mouth being carried from the nest, Argentina. This is wild because to a human this looks like unsuspecting innocence in the face of certain death, but to a caiman it looks like being warm and safe with mum. I caught my son with frog memes on his laptop and immediately shipped him off to an underground fight club in Brazil. Let's see how much of his friends can help him when he faces off against Manuel the Eater in the bowels of Rio. One nice way to feel better about yourself is to imagine what Steve Owen would say about you if you were a little snake he found in the desert. This little fella can eat double his body weight in one sitting and likes to spend most of his time in isolation. I saw a neighbor boy practicing his jump shot into some tree branches in his front yard. I had a portable hoop in the back from when I moved in that was taking up space, so I walked over and offered him the hoop for free. I only lived there for the next year or two, but it was almost non-stop basketball dribble. Next door after that, I saw him, his sister, parents, aunts, uncles, even a grandparent or two, all take a couple of shots at the hoop over time. It felt good to know his family got so much use out of it. According to Google Maps, that point is in the middle of a small lake, so we'll do it in January when it's frozen. Actually, that's why they've helped drop a big cement block with a bridge surrounding it in the middle of the lake, for the express of doing what OP aspires to do. My dad was admitted to the hospital right before Christmas. We didn't know if he would make it home at all, especially not for Christmas. This is my parents slow dancing to I'll Be Home for Christmas on Christmas Day. My dad printed out the meme I sent him. My dad, me, how was your day, son? Terrible sleep schedule. Supporting the family. Spending most of his time at work. Do you ever see an image on the internet so pure that it makes all the trash worth it? All the old socks will go to Mr. Peter with one leg, if not claimed by next week. Judith Luth Cohen was an American aerospace engineer who helped create the abort guidance system that rescued the Apollo 13 astronauts. When she went into labor, she went to work. She took a printout of a problem she was working on to the hospital. She called her boss and said she finished the problem and gave birth to Jack Black. The explicit message I got growing up was, you can't depend on a man anymore. Times have changed. Instead of, here's how to identify a man you can depend on, I will teach my daughter the latter.